Welcome back to another exciting episode of Everything Horror Podcast. Now, I'm your host, Tristin and we're not going to talk about anything besides you guys out there that are suffering from this COVID-19 epidemic that's going on, this modern day horror, as you could call it. And with me is my fellow host.
Odoske.
And me and Paul, we're suffering from this too. We're actually quarantined right now to our homes in Vermont right now.
3 weeks.
And yeah, for 3 weeks now. And I was sitting here and Paul was sitting at his home, and we were thinking about all our horror fans out there that are suffering from this COVID-19 epidemic. And I and Paul wanted to give out a big shout out and tell everybody suffering from this right now, our horror fans and people that don't even listen to us, that our thoughts are with you, and hopefully you stay safe during this whole epidemic and stay healthy. Paul, do you have anything to add?
The only thing I will add is for those that are trying to do like a crowdfund, like I am right now, maybe one thing you guys, and like I have even stated in my crowdfunding as well, is maybe you need to think of, is it such a good idea to have your campaign going right now? Because everybody pretty soon might need all the money they can get right now. So if somebody trying to, I don't know, pledge $300 worth to say to a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, ask yourself this: do you need that $300 in the next coming weeks ahead? Because everything now is getting to be to the point where unemployment is not going to cover everything. If you're getting like some special type of pay, like we're supposed to be getting some sort of stimulus package from the government, which whenever the hell that's gonna be, whenever they can like stop sucking each other off because this person wants fucking this one thing and other things and everything else. But I'm just saying, you guys should really focus on yourself first before any type of Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign. But if you feel you are comfortable enough and really want to support it, then by all means, support the project. But I would also just be thinking about yourself as well, is all I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, up where we live, everything is closed down to work at. So people are pretty suffering right now from all their workforces being shut down right now. So I think I agree with Paul. But like I said before, I hope everything is doing well with everybody out there that listen to us and that aren't listening to us right now. And I hope that we can get through this not just as one, but all together.
Right. No, I agree with you, Tristan. And that's why, like, I just wanted to point that out there, because after I was thinking about this when we were talking about doing this type of shout-out thing, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I really want to do something like this because everybody's heard enough of this. But, it's a nice gesture. We at least are showing, like, we appreciate everybody's support. We are here if people need to talk to. And because we're all in this together, like Tristan said. Because the only thing I do recommend is that people need to start smartening it up, because the only way we're gonna get out of this faster is by people staying at home, not going out in large groups, not taking this seriously, because that's just another way of catching the virus and then spreading the virus and everything else. And I don't want to go into the whole like washing your hands and bullshit, because we already heard that from so many emails and everything else. But I just wanted to at least point out that, I've seen a lot of stupid shit around my area. And there's been a couple people who have a large group, and I'm talking like 5 to 6 people that just walk around because they're not taking it serious. And the only way this is going to get done is by taking it serious. And if you don't think you're going to catch the COVID-19, then I really hope that you don't, because, you know, otherwise you could be suffering pretty bad. So, because I guess it really depends, it varies on who catches it, whether you have a good immune system or not, but it doesn't matter. This thing is nothing like what we dealt with before, and we don't even have a cure right now. Even though I have read China supposedly had a cure, and now Australia supposedly has a cure. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just, don't believe what the idiot president says when it comes to treating it, because otherwise you're looking at getting yourself killed, like he already killed that one guy because he took Trump's advice to how to cure the virus or how to not catch it or something like that. It was stupid. Look it up. Anyway, but yes, I just want to point out again, too, is that if you cannot support any type of campaigns right now, and like I said, whether it be an Indiegogo or Kickstarter, even if it's our campaign technically, because Tristan wrote the main script, I kind of co-wrote, fixed it up a little bit so I could turn it into the way of directing it type of thing. I needed to turn it into the way of how I'm directing it versus what Tristan did was making the story outline. So, I know Tristan and I both would thank you for supporting our idea of Terror Trail and Terror Trail 2, but right now you need to think about your own type of funds, if you can afford it or not. If you think you can afford the $5 or whatever, then whatever. But if you're backing something like ours that's 40 or $50, don't back us thinking that you think you can do it. Just don't do it. Just worry about your own self. Worry about who's around you, if you have a family or whoever.
Yeah, I agree with Paul because, like, where we live, we go outside and everybody's in big crowds and everything, that's no way to be safe around this. Like, if you have symptoms of a dry cough, you're very drowsy, you have a runny nose, and you have flu like symptoms, you should see your doctor because those are signs of this COVID-19, this modern day horror that's going on right now. And the only reason that I say that is because Paul's right. People are not being safe with this. People are not taking this as seriously. And if we want to get into statistics, yes, the swine flu and every other thing has came through to the US or anywhere around the world, they have had more deaths. But with this, it is spreading a lot faster. That is the statistic that you should think about, is that this is spreading a lot faster than any other disease that has came through. And wash your hands. You don't I don't believe to wear gloves or like a mask, but just make sure you're healthy, make sure you stay clean. That, like, hygiene is very big thing that you should worry about. And just make sure you wash your hands when you go to the stores. You go home, maybe take a shower. I don't even care if it's like once or twice a day. Like, just stay healthy, stay away from big crowds, and please take this seriously because people have been dying over this,
Yeah,
and it's very, it's very scary. Like, this is a time to worry about your family and friends, people that are even older, and people that have heart
yeah.
problems, asthma problems, all that. You should check up on those people that are in your families and make sure they're okay, because I would hate for anybody to wake up one morning and hear that their family member has died because of this.
I
But
completely.
I, like Paul just about to say, before I interrupted him on accident, I think that this is the worst. Everything is shut down. We don't have no work. We are confined to our homes. We have curfews now. Like, this world is shutting down completely, little by little.
Yeah, pretty soon we'll be in a martial law.
But, for people that are going to be listening now to this, this is scary times, and everybody should be clinging close to their families and making sure everybody is okay. And I and Paul thought we'd give a big shout out to our fans that listen to us, that I bet people sitting here listening to this are like, yeah, they don't really give a fuck. But no, we care about you guys a lot. And we just want to give a big thanks and a big prayer. So keep your eyes open. When we get through this, we will be bringing a lot more episodes to you, and hopefully you will enjoy them. And there's one episode that we will be doing tomorrow, and I'll let Paul take that over.
Well, you will know that pretty soon, Tristan, it's what? April Fool's Day pretty soon. So what better way to celebrate April Fool's Day with talking about the April Fool's Day movie? Also, we will be having a returning guest coming, which I will be talking to him next Wednesday. And from there, we got a couple more tricks in the upper sleeves. Like Tristan, you and I still need to talk about 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost. See what we thought of those as well. And I can't think of anything else. Unless you can.
Actually, I can, Paul, and that is me, Paul, and our lovely hostess, I should say, Tessa, will be bringing back Monsters and Legends. Hopefully we can bring that to you soon. And until this thing is all bent out of shit, all worked out and everything, we'll be bringing those to you as soon as we can. But, Paul, do you have anything to say?
Don't be dicks hoarding toilet paper. Think of other people. Don't go out in big crowds. And, if you take it seriously, you can get it done faster.
And my last words are just stay safe and just take it day by day. That's all you can do right now, guys. So I'm your host, Tristin and Paul.
And I'm Paul Dosky.
And just stay safe, stay healthy, and from everybody from Everything Horror Podcast,
stay scary.